Hi, this is David Skoll with Relativity. Thanks for stopping by to watch this video. I want to continue on with some more blogging best practices. I talked a little bit about blogs and blogging in a previous video and how they help you establish and manage your online reputation. And I just want to go over some of the best practices when it comes to blogging to ensure that you're being perceived correctly, okay, and that your blogs are the most effective blogs that they can be. Starting with something very simple, your blog posts don't need to be excessively long. In fact, the longer they are, the harder they are to read. People don't like long stuff on the internet. They're looking for information now. They want it quick. And if it takes them more than 30 to 45 seconds to read, they're going to have to commit. And depending on where you're trying to steer these people with your communication, that may be ineffective. So, research shows that short posts on relevant topics help you to break the ice in the conversation. And that's what you're trying to do. Get the conversation rolling. Okay? It's important to design your blog to fit your target audience, and that should also flow from your website as well. So they should be close to one another. They should represent one another well. Okay? When you're writing your blog, what do you do on a daily basis when you meet with people? You talk about your industry. You talk about the best practices in your industry. You talk about what you can do and what you can do with people and for people. Okay? And so you need to keep your blog in that same vein as well. Talk about what you know. Talk about what you do. Talk about the best practices. Talk about how easy and really logical the processes can be. You become expert in your marketplace by doing this, and you actually help to develop future best practices from dealing with best practices on a daily basis. You should use images as appropriate, as well as video and any other thing that helps you to communicate your message when appropriate. Don't just use them to use them. When they look good and they make sense of something that you're trying to communicate with your business communication through your blog, then bully. Jump right on those things. Read other blogs in your marketplace. I mean, take time. Go out and look at what everybody else is doing. You don't have to recreate the wheel. You don't have to try to figure out exactly what your marketplace wants and spend a year to 2 years trying to get the wheel on the car. Why don't you just go see one that's already running well and see what they do and see how they do it and then go from there. When you're in a push-pull marketplace, you're going to have detractors. And you're going to have people that say negative things or have negative comments, and that's okay. Take those as opportunities, but you have to have a strategy. And my main strategy for a detractor is to accept their comments, and I always have the moderate feature turned on so that I can moderate all the comments to make sure that they're not just comments based on competitive types of immature behavior. They're not one-word comments. They're not a cuss word. They're not a link to a porno site or a site that somebody else is trying to establish. They're not, they just don't belong. But if I get negative comments from people, I read them, I do some introspection, and then I make a decision and I publish those. And I also comment back to those people and let them know that I appreciate their input, because their input is going to help me to form my message better in the future, and it will fit them better in the future as well. Don't try to beg for site links or link exchanges. Bad practice. Just be reader focused. If you're reader centric, people are going to spread the word about you. You don't have to worry about those things. Don't be focused on those exchange or link building tactics. Those things come naturally with time. Okay, it just happens. You don't need to have a whole lot of people linking to you. In fact, you don't want that. You want the important people linking to you, the people that are going to funnel traffic towards you that wants to hear what you have to say. What good does it do to have somebody linking to you from an automotive garage if you're talking about raising cattle? You're never going to see anybody from that link, number one. Number two, it makes no sense to pursue those things. This has been David Skoll with Relativity. If you have questions or comments, please come to our blog or our website. You can get us by email or by phone. Either way, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to have a conversation with you. Thanks. Have a great day.